Recorded live in Morgantown and across the world with your hosts, Kevin Jones, Deshaun Butler, John Flowers, and our lovely co-host, Ashley. This is the Final Fourcast.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight, listening to the Final Fourcast. I'm your host, Kevin Jones.
J Flo.
And we got our lovely co-host, Ashley.
That's me.
And we're going to be here tonight, hopefully entertaining. Hopefully we don't say too many bad words. If we do, don't hit us.
Somebody wrote me on Instagram and said, yeah, I want to come up. I want to bring my kid. I was like, I don't.
It's not the best idea in the world.
Is it kid friendly? I said, I don't know. We just did our first live show the other day. Was that kid friendly?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. Yeah, the hug stories got a little out of control.
We'll do our best. We promise.
Yeah,
we'll be aware.
For sure. What's going on, guys?
So we made it to our 5th annual alumni basketball game.
Everybody give it up, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Did you think we would make it this far?
No, I thought it was a horrible idea at first. I was not behind it at all. No, I'm just kidding. But it's a great thing John came up with. When I first heard the idea, I really liked it, and it's expanded so much since the first time he started. And I just want to thank John for bringing everybody back together, all the family, and it should be a fun day tomorrow.
Yeah, man, it's getting bigger and better. Bigger. That's what my wife says.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, what?
It's supposed to be kid friendly.
Sorry.
John.
Did you just hear me 5 seconds ago?
Sorry, baby. She doesn't understand.
Dang, bro.
No, but all seriousness is getting bigger and better. And I see the familiar faces. I see new faces every year from the fans, man. It's just great. I thank you for your support. And it's great to be able to come back and play with my bros every year. You know what I'm saying? And continue this legacy and this family that we got. We got a new face, Damian Owens, All-American. I don't know.
Nice.
I'm up. You gonna come up on you gonna come on the podcast today? You gonna speak a few words? Not right now. We'll get you up a little later. I'll see you ready.
Give me a mic.
We'll
give you a mic. We got an extra one.
Okay, we'll get you in a little bit. But tonight you'll hear from D.O. Juwan Staten's here. Round of applause.
Yeah. Who also has would you call it a podcast, Juwan? He has his own podcast, so what? It's a vlog. It's a vlog that he just started. So definitely go out and support that. What's it called again, Juwan?
It's called The Grind. It's on my YouTube channel.
We'll talk about when you
we'll
come up here. You see his cameraman is here. Truck, what you call his cameraman? Who is his cameraman?
Andre Carroll.
He's not a player. He's just Juwan's cameraman. We got Elijah Macon in the building.
Yes, sir.
He was my teammate in Mexico for a hot second.
Yeah.
We're here for him.
Brandon Watkins. Where Brandon Watkins go?
Brandon Watkins, Stretch, and Sean Page is here. I saw him.
Yeah. So
we'll have
some fun game tomorrow. Hey, for everybody who don't know what time the game is, everybody that's coming to the game tomorrow.
The game starts at 7 o'clock. Doors open at 5:30. Just come, hang out, have a good time. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, and we also have
talk about the good cause. It's all for a good cause.
Oh yeah, all this is definitely for a good cause. This year, as you guys know, we raise money for a different benefit every year, and we raised over $25,000 for various charities over the years. Thank you. Couldn't do it without you guys, the fans and my brothers. You know what I mean? So this year's charity is Special Olympics West Virginia, and you can give them a round of applause. And we're looking to raise some good money for those guys. I like Special Olympics West Virginia because it gives kids with intellectual disabilities a chance to feel what's the word?
Like they're part of something.
Yeah, part of sports, and get that feeling of accomplishment, you know what I mean, that you get from sports. So it's a good thing that those guys are doing over there.
We also
yes, it is.
Thank you. She said it's a beautiful thing. It is.
We also got the TBT tournament coming up.
TBT tournament is coming up. There's a couple of TBT players in here. Juwan Staten and Chuck Bryant are point guards for the TBT tournament. You already said what's up to them. I think Joe Alexander might be here later on tonight. You know, he's you know how he is.
Yeah, you never know with Joe.
He's Batman.
You never know.
He's probably in the ceiling right now.
Probably just hanging out, paying attention.
Looking at everybody. But man, TBT is in Richmond. We have exhibition games in Beckley, West Virginia, and Martinsburg, West Virginia. So if you guys came from those areas, we'll be down there soon. July 11th is in Beckley, and July 13th we're going to Martinsburg. And we actually have a really tough game in Martinsburg.
Who against who?
Some like real players, bro. Like,
You scared?
am I scared?
He looks a little nervous.
I'm never scared, never scared. But it's gonna be tough. I don't know how Beckley's gonna be, but Martinsburg, they come to play.
I think it's dope that we can do it in Martinsburg because I don't think we've never really explored out there much like that I can think of. So
I don't think I've ever been there.
And I heard it's a huge, Mountaineer fan base out there, so I'm excited to go out there and play in front of them. So
see what it's like.
Yeah.
I never been out there. You never been out there at all?
I don't think so. No.
I can't think of any girls I knew out there when I was in college.
What you say, John? You want to say that a little bit louder?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
But it's gonna be a good time though.
Should be. All right. Speaking of basketball, Juwan Carter got traded from the Grizzlies to the Suns.
I mean, you're the NBA guy. How do you feel about that?
I'm not the NBA guy, but honestly, it could be a new experience. It could go one or two ways. He could stick there, or he might have to, claw his way back into a different situation. It just depends on what the Phoenix Suns are looking for, and it's kind of unfortunate because I felt Memphis was a great fit for him. That it kind of embodied the way he plays basketball. That grit, hustle, that grind. So to go to another situation, you never know what to be prepared for. But knowing Juwan, I know he'll work hard either way. So I'm not really worried about him too much. What do you think?
Yeah. I thought he was going to be the next starting point guard for Memphis because they traded Conley. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. Like, as soon as that happened, I texted him, like, yeah, I told, like, this is your job. And, like, you never know with the NBA, so I don't know. Is Phoenix nice? Like a nice place?
I don't know. I've never been to Phoenix before. I don't know.
It's just a party place, right? Like
yes, Arizona. Yeah,
Arizona.
definitely.
Partied in Arizona.
Yeah. Arizona State.
Have I ever partied in Arizona? Yes. Can I talk about it? No,
yeah, come
no,
on.
Never.
That's what we're here for.
No. you don't want to know. I'm good on that. Thanks.
Ash is partying in Arizona. I forgot too. Brent Solheim is here.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
Hey.
Brett, take it easy on me tomorrow, please.
I apologize for that, Brent, man. I didn't see you over there. But Brent's been coming to the alumni game for since it started, you know what I mean? And he's supporting me. And whatever you need from me, Brent, I got you. All right. So yeah. So he's giving me 40 minutes tomorrow, Brent. Be ready. Bring the icy hot.
Go out on top. Oh man.
Back on topic, but yeah. I think Juwan liked Arizona more than he liked Memphis though, because I think he said like it's nothing to do in like Memphis. Like he really didn't like it. I mean, he liked it, but I don't think he liked the city. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like wherever you play, as long as you're getting playing time, you're able to contribute. I feel like that's where you should like it, no matter where it is. Yeah, I mean.
So there's not like a worse team in the NBA, like
to go for. For me personally, as long as I'm in the league, I'm good. Like I'm.
Right, exactly.
I never worried about like the outside stuff because I was never a big outside party dude.
So what are what are some teams some players say they don't want to go to?
I guess I would
San Antonio's popping, right?
I never been.
That's a question for Deshaun.
That's
never been to San Antonio?
No, I never been.
I lived in San Antonio.
How was it?
I love San Antonio.
You've been everywhere, Ash.
I have. Yes.
Ash has been
I
everywhere.
didn't say anything bad about San Antonio.
Did you have a boyfriend there?
No.
Or two?
You thought about it.
I did. I had to.
You had two boyfriends.
You had two boyfriends. Wow.
Oh, got you.
The truth comes out.
So what other teams are there in the league?
People are not
Oklahoma?
too fond of going to Cleveland. Like
Cleveland,
that,
yeah.
I like being in
Cleveland.
I know, but being in Cleveland, I liked it. I don't understand why people were. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
What did Joakim Noah say about Cleveland?
What did he say? I don't know. What did he say?
He's like, what's it to do in Cleveland? Like, no one wants to go there.
No,
Dave will pull up the clip.
Huh?
Dave will pull up the clip.
He said no. We didn't have this conversation planned.
Yeah, Dave sucks.
We never have our conversations planned.
Anyway.
You think this is a professional podcast?
What do you think this is?
It's just not how we go.
We prepare.
But I don't know about. Yeah, I heard Cleveland sucks from Joakim Noah. When Alexander
It must
gets
be
here.
true then, huh?
What about the Bucks? What about Milwaukee?
Milwaukee's pretty cool. You can't ask me these questions because I don't really go.
You traveled though,
I don't
like,
go anywhere.
But you traveled with the team, right? Like,
Yeah.
when you played.
Yeah, I mean,
you were
we
part of
only
it.
there for like a night and a half.
And that's how much time do you need to party, KJ?
Well, you heard of Vegas? No, just-
KJ used to party in all these places when
Never.
he was on
Don't
the
stop
Cavs.
doing that. I never party in any of these places.
Cool.
No, but yeah. Speaking of basketball too, in the NBA, Joe Mazzulla.
Oh yeah.
New assistant coach of the Celtics. Everybody give it up.
Shout out to Missoula.
Hey, just to see from where Joe came from as far as like playing and playing with them, playing against them, and practice. And man, I always kind of knew he would be a head coach. Really, like we had this discussion before. I always felt like he had that head coach vibe, just the way he ran the team and just the responsibility he took on as a point guard. I kind of seen it coming.
Yeah, Missoula just used to boss me around a lot, so that's not really coaching.
I
You know what I'm saying? He
mean-
just try to be like Hugs a little bit. You know what I mean? Yell at me.
Did that get on your nerves then? Be honest.
Yeah, kind of. I'm like, you're not Hugs.
Get out of my face.
Sit down. Actually, Chuck could tell a funny story about
Hey,
Missoula.
Truck, hey Truck, Daryl Truck Bryant, come up here, bro.
We were.
Oh, you shy all of a sudden now?
I'll tell the story. I'll tell the story,
Getting
Chuck.
the wrong type of shot.
Remember we was in Cincinnati? We had a game in Cincinnati, and Chuck was just as when Joe got hurt. I think he hurt his shoulder, and Chuck kind of was like messing up, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think he was a freshman. And then.
All right, come up here and tell your side of the story then.
Tell your story.
Tell your side of the story then.
Can I tell my side first?
Yeah, let John tell his side
you
first.
remember
and
the
then
story?
You tell your side.
No, you was already talking. I just wanted to defend myself.
All right, go ahead. I wasn't even gonna say nothing bad about you. You ready?
Okay, I'm listening.
So Chuck was kind of messing up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, I guess, in Joe's eyes. So Joe says something to Chuck, and Chuck being the golden boy that he was, Coach Harrison hears Joe telling Chuck, like, yo, come on, like, get together, like, something like that. And
All right, he's lying. He was yelling at me. He wasn't being nice.
talk to me nicely, huh?
Talk to me nice.
So then Coach Harrison hears Joe yelling at Chuck, and Coach Harrison comes down like, Joe, leave him alone. Leave the boy alone. You ain't no All-American.
All right, I'm done. That was a fact. I just wanted to come up here and solidify the story. 'Cause that was right. You did
but
good.
since you up here though, you played against Joe in practice and had to go at him every day. So what you think about him coaching now in the NBA?
It was a nice
What you think about that?
I like that
I
transition.
appreciate that.
He's getting better.
Transition games.
KJ is getting better. That was nice.
Thank you. I
But
appreciate that.
speaking of Joe, hell of a guy. Sorry, excuse my language for the baby, but he's a hell of a guy, and I mean, it was good going against him. And then I mean, he works hard, so it's not much more to say when you work hard. I mean, anything he do, he's gonna work hard at it. So I think he got a great opportunity, and I think he'll take advantage of it for sure. Because I know him, and he did a good job at Fairmont State too.
Remember he showed me the moves last year? I was hitting you, the moves that I was killing you one-on-one with?
John, listen.
Do you remember those? KJ, you remember the moves?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he showed me. I was
Yeah,
killing
he
Chuck.
remember because you did it to him too.
Yeah. Last summer, Joe, I work out with Joe like every summer. He shows me like different moves and stuff, and I can't. Me and Chuck and KJ were playing one-on-one, and I did one of the moves against Chuck, and Chuck was like, "Where the hell you learn that at?" It's like, yeah, I've been working with Missoula, man. Yeah, Missoula,
Yeah, man.
he's just engulfed in basketball, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna do really well, I think.
I think so too, and I think he's with the right team too. The Boston Celtics, pretty professional organization under Danny Ainge and under Brad Stevens' watch. I think that was the perfect fit for him and the way he likes to do things, because he's pretty tight as far as like having everything down packed.
That's a fact. Oh, I went up to Boston.
Hey, first of all, were you doing a documentary on him? Like, you had mad stories on your
Kind of.
Instagram.
He didn't want me to record him.
Obviously, that Joe didn't want you.
Like, but I made sure I documented that moment. Like, it was awesome. Like, I got to be with him like his first day being with the Celtics. I met Danny Ainge, and I met Jason Tatum. I met a couple of the other people in the front office and stuff like that. So it was good, man. I was just recording everything, and Joe was just embarrassed. Like, he was mad. If you saw my Instagram story, he smacked my phone out of my hands. was like, act like you've been here before. I was like, I haven't. Like, but yeah, he was embarrassed. He'll thank me in like 2 or 3 years when he signs his next big deal that I actually documented these moments. You know what I mean?
How did he feel? Was he like really excited, or because I mean I didn't know you even went up there.
Yeah, I didn't know I was going either till the day of. I was like, yo, I'm going with you because he had a 9-hour drive, so I was like, I'll help you drive. I didn't.
So it was your idea to go. It wasn't his idea for you to go.
No, he said I could go, but we talked about it. I was like, man, I'm not going, bro. And then the day came. He was like, you coming? I was like, yeah, I'm going. But
That's cool,
I was supposed to help him drive. I didn't help him drive at all.
Yeah.
And he almost crashed.
So-
and
Oh my, no, really?
It was a debacle. He fell asleep a little bit, maybe.
So Missoula's a bad driver. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
He's from Rhode Island. What do you expect?
No.
What do you expect?
Nah, that's
Learned
cool
something
though.
new today.
That's cool though. You guys got that relationship that you know he would trust with you to go up there on his first day on the job and everything, and you know even though you were getting under his skin and being annoying like John can do, but
I had to beg him to ask like someone if I could come up there though. He didn't like. I begged him. He didn't want me to come up to the gym at all. But I was just going to show up. I was just going to show up anyway. It really didn't matter. But
You're smoozing him.
that's
like,
my guy. That's my best man. You know what I'm saying? So he better let me in there.
You told us last time you would just volunteer to be his driver, so I guess you kind of got your wish.
I mean, it's not a volunteer, but he'll pay me eventually. But who would like to see Joe Mazzulla come back and be the head coach of the Mountaineers one day?
I will.
That wasn't convincing enough.
Yeah,
so I guess
that was horrible.
Chuck Bryant, the next head basketball coach.
Oh, she said no.
Nah, but yeah. Good luck to Joe.
Yeah, word. Good luck
You
to
want to
Joe.
get Javon up here? Jawan. I keep
Why
saying
you keep
Javon.
saying that?
Oh, everybody froze like, Javon's here?
Hey, you said Juwan. He's like, oh. I gotcha.
That's
Hey,
horrible. I can't
hey
believe you
Juwan,
said
you want to come up here?
Yeah, cameraman's waiting. So
Yeah, bring the
Juwan
cameraman
Staten.
too.
Shout out to Juwan Staten and Gary Brown, who actually started the Press Virginia whole situation. You know what I mean? It would be no Press Virginia without
Yes,
Juwan
sir.
Staten and Gary Brown. In my opinion, I think that's the truth. You
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
They were
guy.
kind of part of that first year that I think they struggled. They struggled the year before, and then what was it? Your junior year, we all started turning things around, really turning to Press Virginia.
Nah, it wasn't till my senior year.
Oh, it wasn't
I'll
till your
turn his
senior
mic
year.
on. I
Okay.
don't think his mic is on. There you go. Should be up.
Yo,
Yep.
Like we said before.
he's soft spoken. He's soft spoken.
Yeah,
so
like
yeah.
like we said before, Juwan has a new vlog out called The Grind, where you just talking about life overseas and life in.
Well, it's basically like it's kind of like a whole blueprint, honestly. Like my intentions are for anybody that's in college or in high school that aspire to be a pro one day. It's kind of like a blueprint of kind of what you're gonna have to go through and like what it details, and it's just the grind, from workouts to pro-ams to this right here to TBT, and I'm taking the camera overseas too, and I'm just gonna show what it's like when you're trying to get to where you're trying to get to.
What gave you that idea to do that? Was it something that you came up, or was something somebody else came up with the idea? It was like, oh, yo, this would be dope, or you kind of just came up with it on your own?
Well, honestly, like me and one of my friends was on FaceTime one day, and
Karolinko?
Nah, but shout out to Landon. No, that's my cameraman, Landon, and he a good dude. He real hungry too. I appreciate him. But me and one of my friends was on FaceTime, and I was telling him I had just got back from Puerto Rico. I was telling him I was going to Florida to do like a showcase, and I was playing a pro-am, and I was coming here, and then we was playing TBT, and he was like, bro, your life is lit, bro. Like, that's lit. And I'm like, nah, for real, it's just a grind. Like, all of this is just included in what I'm really trying to get to, my goal, And he's like, bro, like, I feel like if people seen that, they'll really, like, get to know you as a person. Like, right now, I think people don't know that you talk. People don't know you're a cool person. They don't know how you are. So I think you should show them how you are. And I just, like, I give it a try.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, I don't know if you were like outspoken, like Gary, like y'all. I think y'all are like total opposite. Like Gary's like the mayor of West Virginia. Like he talks to everybody, shaking hands, kissing babies. You know what I'm saying? You just like kind of like soft spoken, like laid back and chill. Like, but that's why I think I tried to explain that to you earlier. Like you got to like these people love you, like especially like the Mountaineer fans and like everyone across the world. Like you played overseas and. Like you know how it is, like you just gotta talk to people and get to know people because you never know like who you're talking to and like who might like you and how they can help you, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean that's something I'm trying to grow towards. You know, I kind of keep my circle tight, and you know my circle see everything about me, but you know I don't really show the real me to the outside world just because I don't like being judged. But you know I'm just learning to say F it, you know, and just
Exactly.
You know, right. Exactly. They shouldn't judge me. So you know, I'm getting older now, and I'm like, you know what, whatever. This is me. I'm gonna do me. If people like it, cool. If they don't, that's on them.
Exactly.
Hey, man,
That's cool.
preach.
That's cool too because I'm kind of like that in the same way that I don't really show everybody my true self all the time. Only the closest people to me know. And like the dope thing about
I know.
He knows stuff that he should know. Now, but the dope thing about what I think the grind is that when you tell people you play overseas, they're like, oh man, you get to see all these different countries, all these different, people you get to meet, but they don't know the other side of it. Right. They don't know the being away from family for 10 months at a time.
Right.
Not knowing the language, having to adjust to different circumstances, different food, whatever. Like they don't see that side. So I feel like the grind you'll see both sides of everything. We do live a good life. We are blessed in certain aspects, but also there are tough times as well. Right. So that's why I appreciate you doing that. You having this vlog right now.
Yeah. How have you adjusted to being overseas?
Now, I mean, going into year 5, I would say I'm good. But it took until right now, I would probably say today, for me to say that I'm good. Just because
like at this moment.
It's rough. Like I got a daughter, and like during the summer, she with me every day. I'm a full-time dad, so she go to every time I'm working out. It took up until probably an hour before deciding if she was gonna come here or not. Like she's with me all the time. So, when I go away, I'm away from her, and that's the biggest thing I struggle with. So I'm kind of getting the system right, and it's getting easier and easier. But that's the hardest part for me. But I'm adjusting to it well. Everything else, I feel like just growing up playing basketball kind of prepared me for that. But that's one thing that I haven't been able to be prepared for. So, I think I'm dealing with that well.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, too, that you decided to do that, because I think most of us in America, at least, are familiar with the NBA and what they do. For the most part, they travel around the country, but they get to see their family pretty regularly. I didn't know what you guys went through until I started doing the podcast with you, what it's like to go overseas or out of country. I mean, and it's cool for, I think, kids coming up now who are wanting to get into basketball to see something like that. Are you enjoying doing the vlog because of that reason or for some other reason?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it a lot because, for one, I went to, I got my degree in PR, so I'm good at selling myself, and this is a way for me to sell myself without saying like, look at me, look what I'm doing. It's just really through my eyes, but I try to involve everybody around me in it so it doesn't look like I'm trying to steal the spotlight, because that's not the focus. Yeah. But, I appreciate it because I get a million questions every day about, like, little kids DM me, I want to be a pro, what should I do? And it's like, I can't really just give you a answer like, do this, and then you're going to make it. But it's like, if I show you what I do on a daily basis, then maybe you'll have an idea of what it takes.
Right, there's the expectation of what you have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
The blueprint.
Good for you.
Man.
Right.
So do you like talking to people and like you getting better at that?
Yeah, I actually talk a lot, honestly. To my people that know me, that like I don't stop talking. I'm a Gemini, but I just don't know how to get outside my circle and bring people into it. That's what I'm
when you say you were starting a podcast, I was like, what? What's the name of your podcast? Gonna be the same thing, The Grind?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna turn it into a podcast, but yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same concept, and I got a lot of people that I know. I'm very well connected through basketball, so I just want to, use everybody's story collectively to kind of put it together for people who want to make it.
Yeah, man, that's meeting people and talking to people, man. You never know. Like I said, you never know how they can help you. It's why Brent Solheim, he owns Mylan basically. So. I have a job when I get done playing.
You banking on that?
I'll be knocking on your door.
I'm all set. Thanks, Brent. Appreciate it. I need 1.5 million first year.
Starting salary.
Can't wait.
Yo, so Juwan, since we all play here, we all play for hugs. We all have an interesting hug story. Do you have one? I'm sure you have hundreds or millions, but your best hug story.
I got
we need to hear
my
it.
favorite hug story. Okay. The first thing I gotta say before I start the story, because if I don't tell this part, then I look crazy. So, I was out of shape because I was hurt for a month. So I hadn't ran at all for a month. All right.
Here's your disclaimer.
Right, that's my disclaimer. So we're in practice and we keep turning the ball over. We're doing a Laker drill, which is impossible to do, by the way. We probably get it once a month.
Explain what the Laker drill is.
The Laker drill is like you have to be perfect. You have to make perfect passes in stride, no dribbles, the ball can't touch the ground, no dunks, and it has to be done within a certain time, like 75, and that means you got to be going. So it's pretty hard. Especially when you got freshmen that don't know and they're scared to get in line. They might bobble the ball, so you just run it.
So you got to make 75 layups?
75 layups,
2 minutes,
in 2 minutes. So
yeah.
So we keep dropping the ball or making bad passes, and I feel it. I haven't been doing anything in a month, so I'm trying to slide to the back of the line and let other people go, and then they messing up and they where's our senior? Where's our leaders? So I got to get back in the front and keep going. So pretty soon I'm all right, I can't go no more. So I just sneak off to the bathroom. I'm thinking if I go in the bathroom,
no one's gonna notice.
Right. I'm they don't know what I'm doing in the bathroom. I can really be using the bathroom, so they don't know. I'm gonna go in the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom. I didn't even think about locking the door. I just lay on the ground. So I'm breathing as hard as I can. I'm laid out. So I hear outside Hug saying "Where's Wani? Where's Wani? Where's my leader?" So I'm thinking no, they not gonna bother me. I'm in the bathroom. So where's Jay Kuntz? Is he in here?
Nah, he's not here.
He's not in here. All right. Shout out to Jay. Jay Kuntz opens the door, and I'm laying on the ground, completely laid out. And Hugs everybody come over here. Look, everybody come. I got something to show you. Look at our leader. That's our leader. And I'm laying on the ground, and the whole program is looking at me laid out, bro. And I was so embarrassed. That was.
Was everybody laughing?
Yeah, no, they weren't laughing. They was just
mad or what?
I don't know what they felt. I know how I felt.
They felt sorry for you?
I don't know, man. It was just a bad feeling.
I bet you won't do that again.
Nah, well, actually, if I had the chance to go back and do it again, I would, because I missed, West Virginia, but that was a crazy story.
We were saying in our last episode, we was just everybody sees the cursing, the yelling that Hugs do to all of us, but they don't see the other side, the fact that he cares for his players, and nothing more showed than when Deshaun got hurt, right. And everybody see him laid over Deshaun, making sure he was okay. Nobody gets to see that side. Right. So as well as you hear the stories, you hear the crazy stories, but he's a great guy, really, but and off the court, outside of basketball, is the most soft-spoken person ever.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say too. Dang, you told a Hug story with no curse words, no profanity.
I know that's a first.
Crazy.
I believe that's a first for us. It really is.
For sure,
for real though. But what do you think about this TBT, West Virginia?
I'm ready, man. I've been I've been back home, so I've been preparing, but. All they had to say was, I've been ready. I've been ready for a team. I just wanted to know. I was ready when everybody else was ready, and we ready. So
I'll be right in a week. Now Dayton.
That's for money. That's $2 million, bro. I get that money. I might not go back overseas.
I said the same thing.
I might chill for a little bit, just G League it out.
Yeah,
so
man.
That's I'm ready. I said.
So Dayton has a team, right? You never thought about playing with Dayton?
Nah, they asked me to play, but I don't really feel right. I don't feel connected with the University of Dayton. That's anything that has anything to do with that. Just because when I transferred out of there, they bad-mouthed me, man. They treated me so bad for leaving, and it was nothing he's kicked out of the program. I left on my own because I wanted to play at the highest level possible. So I feel like you should be able to respect that. You know,
Right.
If somebody get kicked out, that's one thing. But if they want to reach their full potential, then you can't hate somebody for that.
Mountaineer fans understand that, right? Someone transfers.
Or someone leaves early.
You guys aren't mad.
You guys
are you?
aren't mad at that, right? No, not you guys.
Nah, but listen,
Never.
one thing I have heard them say: once a Mountaineer, always a Mountaineer.
Yeah, that is
That's
true.
true.
University
That's true.
of Dayton
Very
has,
true.
you know, aside from the people that actually know me, I have never been welcomed back, so you know I can't say that about West Virginia.
Yeah, we had some guys that transferred out of the program come back for the alumni game. What was his name? I forgot his name. He lives in Pittsburgh now. Drew Shafino, yeah. Thank you, Brent. Drew Shafino. Drew Shafino came down and played, and everyone loved him. So Mountaineer fans aren't too bad.
No, I love our fans, man. For real, they show support wherever we go. Like even with this TBT tournament, I hear everywhere I go, I see people like, oh, yo, great, good luck in the TBT, good luck in, thanks for everything. Thanks for the alumni game, doing all that stuff. So they appreciate things like that.
They strong overseas too.
Yeah, for real. I met a lot of West Virginia people.
That's what's so crazy. You see West Virginia people anywhere you go. I've been all over this country, and there is a Mountaineer fan base every single place, which is awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I've always seen at least one Mountaineer in the stands and
And they're always rocking the Flying W. Does not matter where you are. The airport, you're at a bar somewhere. You could spot them out of a crowd every time.
So for West Virginia, what do you think our keys to winning are?
I think it's just to be us. I think we have a unique team because, from 1 through 12, with 5 guys being on the court, though, everybody can pass, shoot, and dribble. So, I watched y'all's Final Four team, and I felt like that was the thing that carried y'all through. Everybody gets stuck with a player that's like, damn, get the ball out of his hands, get it out of his hands.
You didn't say that about
That was John. That was John for us, by the way.
No one thought that, right?
They did.
Nah, but I think that's what we have. That's what we bring, and we have size with that too. And we also got Joe,
Yeah, Joe Alexander. I don't think people
Joe
understand.
an animal, man.
It's an X factor.
And Joe he only know one thing, and it's like destroy. So
He's on a different level.
She
dude,
loves
mentally.
Charlie.
Yeah, she really
Because
does.
mentally, he is on another level.
He really is.
He really is.
You single?
No.
Just asking.
This is not make a match or something here. What are you talking
I
about?
tried to hook her up with Joe before I knew she was.
Here we go
Before I
again.
knew.
This is what John
When
does.
did this happen?
But
Each-
Joe is dominant on and off the court.
I can't with you. I really can't.
Oh my goodness.
That was
Who it
big.
is?
Of the devil.
Speaking of the, all right, Juwan, bye.
Oh, Alexander's here. Juwan, it was nice having you up here. Nah,
You're not gonna do that.
it was nice having you.
Nah, but like you said, speaking of the devil, though,
That is
if
weird.
he's on his A game, nobody says
What do you think about John? What do you think about Joe's blonde hair?
Oh yeah, I just now
Yeah,
realized
what do
you
you
two
think
are
about
rocking
that?
the same haircut.
What do you have to say about
Who
that,
rocks it
John?
better?
Yeah.
Who rocks it better?
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Alexander.
Yeah. Who wore it better? Yo.
I think Joe should be a model, like an actor or something.
You think?
Yeah. What do you
He
say?
say it with Michael Jordan. Yo.
Yeah.
I think you might rock the blonde a little better.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that, Ash.
Just a
Yeah,
little.
we'll get Joe up here in a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you're trying to protect my feelings with saying that. or-
No,
that was-
I meant it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That's
you know
what-
me.
that's
I
what
tell
we
the
do.
truth.
That's what we do.
so what's the worst thing that we could do for the TBT? Like, what would sink us?
what would sink us? In
You
my
know,
opinion,
we might play overseas elite the second game. That doesn't matter.
to me, I don't ever care about who I play. I
Right.
feel like if I'm me, I'm good enough to play against whoever. I take me anywhere, so I believe in me. But I think the one thing would sink us is if we just did something outside of ourselves. Everybody on our team is capable of scoring, capable of having a big game. So I feel like the game will take care of itself. And I feel like if somebody try to go and, take the game, and try to be doing too much, I feel like that would be the only thing that could sink it, honestly.
So you're not gonna be mad if I come out there and pull up a couple threes and half court?
Half court.
They say, you know what I'm saying? That's my range. That's my range now, though, bro. That's what I do.
Nah, we don't need that.
They wanted me to be in the Ball family for a second, but I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? It's flowers.
I mean, if you hit, we good. But I mean, you know, you get one to test it out early. You know, first shot of the game.
Half court three.
You miss it, you're done.
You miss it.
That's it.
We ain't worried about it no more.
Nah, that's what I was telling people too. Is that I'm like, we could do it with our team. We have a lot of like-sized players, so we could do a couple different lineups. We could go to a Press Virginia type lineup. We could go to a bigger type lineup. So the fact that we have so many players that can play multiple positions is a plus for us too. And we got a lot of people like who you said are not selfish, who aren't trying to take the game over, who kind of know their role, have a high basketball IQ. So I think that'll help us too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be straight though. Like, it's gonna be tough our first year being in it, like getting things together. I think these exhibition games will help a lot too. Except we got some good competition in Martinsburg, so
yeah, I think the fact that we actually, you know, do stuff like this right here help us, you know, because we know the type of people that we are. We know enough about each other's past, about where we played, and we've seen each other play enough that's all gonna play a part when it comes to playing together. It ain't like we just come in here meeting for the first time.
Oh, yeah, facts.
Yeah, man.
Anything else you wanna plug?
Nah, my last thing is, you know, anybody that's watching, I just want you to go to YouTube, you know, search my name, go to my channel, and subscribe to my channel, watch it. You know, it's already interesting. I'm getting good feedback, and it's just gonna get better as time goes on. So, you know, anybody that do that,
you already talking enough.
Yeah, you got a good channel too, Wani. Like, it's interesting, man.
Yeah,
I like what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing,
Keep
bro.
doing what you're doing. Juwan Staten, everybody. Everybody give a Well, I mean,
His microphone wasn't even on.
Is it that time to bring the man, the myth, the legend up, or do you want to wait a little bit?
Well, you know what? We should have got Truck's hug story.
You want to get a Truck's hugs?
Yes.
Hey,
I think he's got a good one.
Truck,
Yo.
you just said you wanted to talk.
Oh, we have to wait.
Come on, man.
We gotta wait for Joe. He's the golden goose.
Yeah, we gotta. We'll do that last.
Yeah. Or we'll do Brent last.
Chuck. Hey, Juwan told his hug story. You got one? Or 100?
Do you got one?
50?
First, I think we should backtrack just a second.
Yeah.
Does everyone here know what the TBT tournament is?
Everybody.
Please explain what the TBT tournament is. I was worried about that.
This is your show. You do it.
TBT tournament is a $2 million tournament comprised of teams like that have their alumni playing in it. Basically, most of them, but like it's teams like Overseas Elite. They won it the last 3-4 years.
They won it every year.
4 years in a
Won
row.
it every year.
So it's just teams, alumni playing against each other on ESPN, and it's gonna be a good time.
And it's kind of like the NCAA tournament. It's a one and done. So if you lose your first game, you out of it. So every game is important.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a big factor too in it.
And who's on our team?
Hey.
Chuck Bryant, of course.
Duh.
Yeah, duh.
Myself, Kevin Jones, Deshaun Butler, Juwan Staten, Jay Sean Page,
Joe
Alexander, of course. Who did I miss? Nate Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of confused faces.
What's happening with Tariq?
And Tyreek Phillips. What do you mean what's happening with him?
Is he playing?
If he plays good in summer league and signs, he can't play. But other than that, he's playing, from my knowledge.
So that's 2 players. Because Joe just told me the same thing.
Joe who?
The Golden Boy.
Take it, he's
Joe's
talking
playing
about.
summer league?
No. You ask him. I gave you a
We'll
question.
have him on later. We'll have him on a little bit later.
I know, but I gave you a question to ask him.
He's in here spilling inside
Breaking
information.
news from Chuck Bryant.
Breaking news from ESPN.
So.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Hey,
Yeah.
so
It's inside information.
Hug story, because I'm very interested to hear which story you're gonna tell.
All right, which one you want to hear?
The best one, the fun
Okay, I just tell you one about KJ. How about that? And then I'll tell you one about John.
Even better. Yes.
We already told that story.
Which
Yeah,
one
we already
about
told that story. Don't tell them.
I'm telling him again.
Which one about me?
Remember we went to Pittsburgh?
Oh,
And
that wasn't
KJ
just
had
me.
KJ had a cold.
That wasn't.
And
I wasn't
That
pissed.
wasn't. You messed it up already.
Chuck's memory's all messed up.
Jesus Christ, I can't even defend myself because y'all both said it.
It was the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Okay, I don't care when it was. How about that? KJ was playing in the game, and KJ had a cold. He was sick. And Hug said, "Oh, KJ don't want to play today. KJ has the sniffles."
The funny part about that, I didn't even tell him like that I was sick. I told Coach Martin, our assistant coach, my guy, who I thought at the time was my guy. Until he said that. But yeah, so ever since then, I knew not to trust anybody with information like that.
And John, you too.
And Hugs love me, so
He did. But remember when we was in the huddle?
What huddle?
Yeah, tell him.
When you went to Ashbrook the day before? He knew. He said, "John, you laugh again, I'ma smack the fuck out you." And then he said, "Go to Ashbrook, John. Go to Ashbrook."
He tried to leave me for the Big East tournament. That's not funny. That's cool.
It is.
Trying to leave you behind?
Tried to leave me.
Oh.
They needed me.
We
He was
needed
about to
him.
steal on you, though.
We did need him.
remember
You
that?
think he's gonna steal me?
Yeah, I thought.
No, I think he really would have.
He would have dropped. What if he dropped you though? What if he would have dropped
Did
you?
he raise
though?
his hand?
He didn't, but he almost did.
He was like, he bucked at me a
Yeah.
little bit.
He thought twice.
You got scared for a second.
Hugs would have swung. I would have dodged it because I'm like Floyd, you know what I'm saying? And he would have fell, and it would have been on ESPN.
And then he would have said, "Where you sleeping?"
Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Bryant. Hold on. Roll some.
Oh.
Hold up.
I'm sorry, y'all. I have to do this. Look at who's at the entrance. It's Kimbo Slice. Oh man.
Nah, that's my boy from back home. Everybody, no one knows him. He's nobody. Don't worry about it. He actually played football at Marshall, so yeah. It's the
Hey.
turds.
The turns.
But,
Hey, so you want to get Elijah and Brandon up here?
Yeah, he could do that.
Elijah Macon and Brandon Watkins, will you guys please join us up here for a
Y'all
couple
ain't-
seconds?
Y'all don't have to.
If you have the time,
If you
come on, nephew. Come on, nephew.
They're like how Juwan used to be, like real, like quiet.
Yeah,
Behind
but not
the
really
scenes.
the
though.
ones you have to worry
Yeah,
about.
for
The
real.
quiet ones are.
Not really though.
Oh, I know
Telling you.
Elijah not quiet. He was on my team for a hot second.
There you go, sir.
He's my Atlanta boy. Man. My Atlanta boy right here. Why?
Should have brought a fifth mic. Out in my car.
I'm not gonna.
Should have
speak-
brought it in.
I'm not gonna speak much. So Elijah was on my team in Mexico for a hot second. He liked it out there, didn't she?
Yeah. It was hot. You know, I had just came from Mongolia, so it was, I needed that.
How was Mongolia? Like, what you been up to, like, since you graduated?
You know, man, just chasing my, doing what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Traveling the world, making some money.
You single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the bartenders and service?
Yeah, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I saw you smiling. Nah, but yeah, that's good, man. Like, to be single, traveling the world,
You know what I'm saying?
young, rich, getting all that money. You know, I saw your contract in Mexico. It was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of zeros.
Ain't gotta spend it on nobody.
Yeah, man.
It's all you.
Oh, you ain't tricking?
Huh?
You ain't tricking?
Nah, man, just, living a
Brent.
good life,
He be tricking, don't he, babe? Yeah, he be taking girls to movies, on dates, and all that. There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, I only take scary movies, though.
Oh yeah, what's the trick behind that?
You know. I know girl like watching scary movies by themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Ash?
That's a good point.
Is it?
Yeah.
What y'all been up to, though, Let me take over the show. This the Elijah and Brandon show.
The Migos.
Yeah.
For sure.
How y'all been? How was your trip to Boston, man? I was out there.
Oh, it was cool, man. I try to put everybody on. I was like, yo, Danny Ainge,
Yeah.
I got a bunch of guys from WVU, man. We're trying to come we looking for some contracts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, we'll talk later. He blew me off. I almost got Joe fired, but
I seen it. I had a good time watching it. I had a great time.
Yeah, we won't talk about it. Joe will get somebody from WB in there. We'll see.
Man.
We'll see what happens. Brandon, what you been up to, man? What you been hooping at?
For my first year, I spent a little time in Poland and Cyprus. I had the chance to play with Tavon Myers for a quick little minute. That was pretty cool.
How was he?
He was Tavon, man. He was Tavon. And last year, I've been in Germany, and that was pretty cool too. So pretty much just traveling the world, been up here, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, just back and forth, see all my family members and stuff like that. So that's all I've been up to.
That's what's up, man. And I'm proud of y'all boys, man. Just continue to do what y'all love to do for a living. A lot of O's, man. A lot of zeros. And I'm proud of y'all boys, man. So
trying to.
No kids, man. I need y'all my uncles, but no kids.
That's the secret, huh?
Yeah, I might get like a fish or something. Give me a fish.
Y'all got any hug stories? I know y'all got some. Y'all used to get yelled at all the time.
We got the new hugs stories. Y'all had the old school. Yeah. We had the new hug stories.
Hugs.
All right, so when we played, it was playing Texas, right? When we had his little chest problem, and his heart stopped for a second. Everybody was scared. We standing over him. We was like, you all right? He was like, yeah, I'm cool. So we finished the half. We going to halftime. First thing he said.
Is that when he fell down?
Yeah. First thing he says, it's you motherfuckers' fault. We're up 25. It's our fault though, We took that to the chin, we finished the game off,
You was serious?
Yeah, we didn't talk to him. Yeah, we didn't talk to him at all. We was all mad. I don't believe it. No, for real. He blamed it on us, for real.
What about you, B?
I try to stay out of hugs way.
Yeah, me too. It's hard to do though.
But I got one. I got an Andy Kegler story though. Most of y'all know Andy Kegler. He's in Louisville.
Shout out to Andy Kegler.
Yeah, shout out to
the GOAT.
Strength coach of the Mountaineers from 2008 to
17?
Yeah.
18. Yeah, 18.
He's in Louisville now.
Yeah,
living it up.
So long story short, AK is real big on like making weight. Everybody got to make weight. You come in, you step on the scale, you there. You're not, all hell break loose. So one morning, I knew I wasn't that weight. We had practice the day before. We ran crazy, so I was just desperate to, come up with something. So I'm in there thinking, looking around, in the weight room, and for some reason I got the idea, all right, I know what I'm going to do. So Andy turned his back, and the first thing I decided to do was grab like a 10-pound weight. A whole 10-pound weight. So like, I step on the scale, I'm good. Andy's hyped because he's like, man, this is the most you weighed in about a couple months. So like, I'm thinking I'm good, and I put the weight behind me. So as I walk by, as a like good gesture, he smacks me on the butt. And of course he felt the weight. So he grabbed me by my shorts and like, what is this? And all I'm gonna tell y'all, I flipped the tire for about a good month for that. So that's my story.
Well, let me just say, like, you're not the first person to ever try that, yo.
Oh, see then?
A bunch of older guys tried that before. We shout out to Will Thomas. He tried to put pool balls because we had the pool table in the other locker room before y'all decked it out and got it all fancy and stuff. So he tried to put some pool balls in his tights. I don't know if he got away with it or not, but yeah, Wellington used to try to do that. Everybody, man.
Y'all had a pool table?
Yeah, we got a pool table. Y'all got everything. I mean, the new guys got everything though. Like, y'all
look like Kegler's in there now.
For real, they got massage chairs and
that's all after we love.
They about to get a sauna. PlayStation. They had to lock up the PlayStation on y'all though, huh?
Ooh.
Like 70 TVs for no reason.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Nah, but we appreciate y'all having us though. We look forward to come out here and meet up with y'all every summer. Yeah. It's like a big reunion thing for us. So
already.
I hope y'all have a good time tomorrow. We're gonna try to put on the show.
Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for coming up, man.
Yeah,
No
thanks
problem.
for coming to the podcast.
Right at
Call
Watkins,
me all the time.
I'll be ready.
I think Brent's chilling. Brent doesn't
KJ is
wanna
probably
come up.
excited to get a little reprieve.
Nah,
Like, I'm taking a break.
So yeah.
So KJ.
So what's up, guys? I'm back.
I know, I see that.
You want to come up, Brent? All right,
Brent
Solheim.
Solheim, my arch nemesis. Worst guy in the world.
Everyone be nice to Brent because my job depends on it. About
He really needs
John,
that
you're not
Milan
getting
money.
you're not getting $1 million salary.
I'm not getting
it's
them.
over. Yeah.
He's getting.
It wasn't just a mil, it was 1.5.
Oh, it's 1.5.
Hey,
so-
so KJ says the arch nemesis. So when John put this together for the first time, KJ was my favorite big man that I cheered for years. So when John put it up, he didn't probably even know who I was at the time, but I tweeted him or something and said, hey, I'm in for the alumni game, and I'm going straight at Kevin Jones. Knowing I was a bum and he was a star, you know, so it's just a running joke between us two.
Man, yeah. I love Brent, man.
What's up, D.O.? Damian Owens.
Solheim had a crush on Kevin Jones. He had a man crush.
Oh, that's what's
Not
going
true.
on. It's a man crush.
That's
Damian
this is awkward.
Not true.
They got a-
We're just saying these
Brent,
things
we're just
because they're not true. What you been up to, Brent? Got my office? I want a corner office.
Not yet.
With the
Not
window.
yet. No, just working. I'm pushing 280 right now, John. 280.
tell, man.
So I played 2 years ago. I was about 30 pounds less. So I have not shot. I have not done anything. So I'm gonna get a couple shots.
Really?
I'm gonna run up and down the court a few times
So
and
what
let you
you're
young
saying
guys take it.
You will be
I'm not
40
stepping to
minutes
KJ.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not stepping to KJ
You will be
tomorrow.
playing 40 minutes tomorrow is what you're saying.
Definitely not.
looking forward
Definitely
to
not. But hey, I got a hug story too.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are talking about hug
Brent has a
stories,
hug
so
story.
I did not play for Huggins. I played for Coach Khaled, but we played Huggins' team when he coached Cincinnati. In 1998, we were the first team in about 30 years, WVU team that played in the Sweet 16. So second round, we played Coach Huggins. We beat them.
Easy.
What was the deal? 1 or 2 points. It was a close game.
It was easy.
Yeah, yep. Jared West hit a buzzer beater. Anyways, fast forward about 10 years, Coach Huggins takes the WVU job, and he brings all the players back for the first Midnight Madness, and former players are signing autographs, and I'm sitting next to Jared West. Coach Huggins sits down. Jared and I are sitting like John and I are. Coach Huggins sits down by about KJ. And Jared says, hey, Coach, how you doing? And Coach Hugg said, a lot better than the last time I saw you. Because Jared hit that shot. So Jared and I just busted out laughing. Coach Huggs, he's been great for us former players, involving us in the program again. He's been fantastic for the program and the state. So super happy he's here.
You said you got a glimpse of how Hugs coaches when y'all played them too, right?
Oh, he was pretty hot.
Yeah.
That was prime
got
time
on
Hugs,
his-
too.
I was going to say his younger years,
Yeah,
he
that was
probably
prime
was
time.
hot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was a lot thinner and a lot more vocal, I think.
What's crazy is everybody that comes back and like watches the practice says, "Oh, Hugs getting soft now."
Yeah, I think each year we all like, yo, you got soft, man. You doing something different. They ain't responding to you the way they used to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. So you looking forward to the game?
I am. This is what, the 5th year?
5th year, man. You think we can make it this far?
I don't know. I'm really happy that you're putting this together. Every year I say this might be my last year, but I have so much fun. You know, I have no, false hope of being the MVP or anything like that. I'm 44 years old. It's fun for me to just get out here with the younger guys. And I said the very first time, I'm not only a former player, but other than Herbie Brooks, I'm about the oldest guy. So I've had the opportunity to see John and KJ and a lot of the other guys play. So I'm not only a former player, but I'm a fan of these guys. So it's fun for me to get out on the court and play with you guys because I was, cheering for you for years. So it's a lot of fun for me.
Thanks for coming back, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate
Thank
it. Like,
you.
for
Great
real,
having you
man.
here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And,
All right.
You rushing out of here?
I was like, I'm done. I gave my spiel. I'm done.
No. I'm
Sit.
good. I'm good. But no, it's a good opportunity to also, meet a lot of the younger guys, and we're Facebook friends, follow each other on Instagram. It's fun to see what these guys are doing.
Told you, our network. People don't understand how big our network is. Like, this is a fraternity. Like, some people come to college and join fraternities for this reason and have that sense of brotherhood and stuff like that.
Deuce Phi.
Oh, Oh, do you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hey, you guys had your own fraternity. I know.
It was long.
You wanna expand on that or no? All right.
Apparently, he doesn't want to talk about
Yo,
it.
KJ.
I'll tell you some stories, man. It's pretty funny.
Nah, don't. All right.
I'll tell us. But, like, you know how, like, when we used to go to the clubs and stuff, and the fraternities used to be, like, stepping through the clubs. And
that's what y'all were doing?
Everybody hated it, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was mad annoying.
It was.
So they basically, I wish I would have met her, like, when we was in college.
How'd you hear about this?
Nah, this is what happened when we were in school. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, but I heard the stories, though. Yeah, Jared told me. So they basically just started their own fraternity and was doing all that stuff, too.
That's cool.
Barking and all
I think
that.
I was the only white guy stepping out there. True story.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
Not even realizing how disrespectful it might have been.
Ain't nobody stepped to y'all for doing that?
Yeah,
nobody.
I'm surprised. They take that stuff serious.
They tried to.
They tried. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get D off.
Hey,
Yeah,
Damian,
he next up.
Damian set the record straight. We were good. As long as I was with him, we were good.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
They ain't dare talk to y'all.
Dio was about that life though, right? Because he's from the DMV. You already know what it was.
Boy, in high school, I always said as long as I was with Damian, I was all right.
Yeah. Everybody keep faking on Waldorf, man. I told you.
Oh
I told you. But yeah, Brent, man, thanks for coming, man. Y'all got any other
Nah, it was
questions?
great, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man. 40
sounds
minutes.
good. Hey, thank
40
you guys.
minutes.
Hey, 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Four? That's it. He's got four.
Thank you, guys.
Come get stretched out early.
You wanna bring that?
Shout out to one of our sponsors, Total Stretch and Wellness. Teresa is over there. She does a really good job. She's located in somewhere in Morgantown.
We'll get you the address.
Really good at stretching the body. Thank goodness this isn't a paid advertisement. But
We know she's in Morgantown. We
yeah,
can
she's
find
in
her.
Morgantown.
Speaking of that, you don't have your usual advertisements? No advertisements today?
Not
I'm
today.
disappointed.
He wasn't prepared.
I'm disappointed.
I ordered a
Yeah.
bidet today.
You did have a big day
You-
today.
no,
I'm so
no.
proud of you.
Wow.
Did he say big day?
A bidet.
A bidet. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what?
For
What?
for all of you who don't know what a bidet is, it's a toilet that shoots water up your butt. And John is he likes this a lot. I don't know why, but he does.
How did we
He's
get
been
on
in France too long.
I mean, everyone likes a clean butt, right? Like, you can't
Just like you like water up your butt. son.
can't disagree with that.
You like water up your butt. son.
So I
How
mean,
did we get on bidets?
He mentioned it.
I was
It's
going
his fault.
to do an ad on that.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Go ahead.
I'm
Is it
done.
John's
explain to
bidet?
people what it is
Is that what
first.
we're calling
It
it?
actually didn't work, so I didn't like it.
All right, never mind.
Oh.
Hey!
All right.
There's this dude hugging on my wife over there. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I'm not messing with it. You heard what Chuck says, Kembo Slice, and he really does knock guys out. So he's about that. Oh, he's from the DMV too.
Bobby's murder.
Hey,
But yeah, why are you so against bidets? Like,
I'm not against them. I'm just want to know why you love them so much.
so I can have a clean butt. It's not rocket science.
All right, so.
Do you have a bidet at your house?
We ordered one today. It didn't work out. Jess didn't know what she was doing, so
Oh.
she just sent it back. This is what I have to put up with on a daily basis. But I'm getting through it, you know. Coming up
Did
on
you
1
pick up
year.
your clothes yet?
No, clean clothes hamper. She didn't get it. Dude. She
Still
won't
against
invest.
it?
She will not invest in the clean clothes hamper. Because some people, like I wear kind of like the same clothes every day. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? They're not dirty, but I just throw them on the floor when I come home, try to relax. And she just yells at me about, it'll be 2 items of clothing on the floor, and she'll be like, this house is a mess. And which is why I spoke to my friends Freddie West and his wife Dana about the CBD, because she needs something to calm down, relax her nerves.
CBD oil?
Yeah, CBD. I'm learning about the CBD and the THC. They're teaching me a lot of stuff about it.
What about the garbage bag?
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask that. Did you guys get over the garbage fight?
Garbage fight. What was this?
Fill everyone in as to what happened.
It's ruining my anniversary. My anniversary's coming up in 2 days. But and speaking of anniversary, are you supposed to buy a gift?
Well, yeah.
Wait, what?
Question.
first
Was that
one.
a question?
It's the first one.
And
You gotta get something though.
For the first one, I don't think. Is that really an accomplishment? The first one?
I'd say that's a huge accomplishment with you, John. Yes.
If you want a second one, you better get.
See?
I'm pretty laid back. But this is what happened with the garbage can. So, what happened with the garbage can?
I don't know.
All right, so I come home. I had a Burger King, sit down, eat my Burger King. Shout out to Burger King, good burgers, advertisement. But yeah, sit down, eat my Burger King, had a shake, a Hershey pie, killed it. I'm feeling good. Walk over to the trash can, open the trash can, there's no bag in there. So wouldn't that piss y'all off? Wouldn't that piss a lot of people off, right? So I'm like, man, why she? You know what I'm saying? So I just put my trash on the side, like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, I didn't look. I just got back from overseas too, so I don't know where the bags are. I don't know.
They just got moved while you were away.
I don't know where anything is.
That sounds like a good excuse to me. That sounds good to me. She wants to tell her side of the story.
She has to.
Jessica Flowers, everybody. She wants to tell her side of the story.
Hey.
That's a lie.
Hey.
He knows where the bags are.
Hey, the divorce. You can get that done. Don't worry about it.
I don't think she's scared of you, by the way.
Anyway, I'm gonna finish the story. This is what she likes to do. Interrupt me all the time as well. So, but
They
anyways,
wanted me to come up here and tell my truth.
I don't know why.
Tell your truth.
Anyways, so I just put the bag like by the trash can, like it's kind of like it's petty, but it's a lesson in all the pettiness, right? Like Hugs taught me, don't do a half-ass job at anything you do. You know what I mean, right? Am I right? So if you take the trash out, put a trash bag back in there.
If you take the trash out, that's a big deal.
Exactly, yes.
What? But the
so
thing
I
is,
took the trash out on my own. I didn't ask him to do it. And so, to my defense, when he's overseas, if I take the trash out, I'm on the way out of the door. So I just put a trash bag whenever I come back in. So didn't think twice about it. It wasn't malicious, but he was being petty and saw there was a trash bag wasn't in there and decides to set his garbage next to the trash.
but the
Talk to him. Talk to him.
But the key words there is she decided on her own to take the trash out. No one told her to take the trash out.
They shut you off?
Whoa.
Shut
Wow,
all
Dave.
of our mics off.
Wow, Dave.
I guess
Good
we're
job,
done.
Dave.
All the mics
That
done?
was the fun.
Yeah, they're all.
Guys. Thanks for listening.
You hear that?
Yo.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Well, mine's not working.
Dave.
Oh, is
There it is. Maybe.
Frickin' Dave.
Hey, hello.
That's the
job,
saying.
Dave.
Hey,
That's
all
the
right,
saying
I'm
with
back.
Dave. I forgot.
Award-winning producer.
Still buzzing, Dave. We don't. You're the producer. You're supposed to control the buzzing.
Together.
It's your job.
Get it together.
Get your shit together.
I forgot what I was.
Just kidding. We love Dave.
We
Shout out
do.
to Dave, by
Shout out
the
to
way.
Dave,
Give Dave a
yeah.
hand.
We hate him and love him at the same time.
It's a love-hate
It's-
relationship.
None of
Mostly
this
hate.
would be possible. I mean, it would
Mostly
be
both
possible, but it would be a lot harder without Dave.
Facts.
Sure.
From the down under. He's from Australia.
Australia. Please.
Crikey,
Are
mate.
you going to do Australian accent? Please.
But I forgot where I was. Where was I?
You were saying how you didn't ask me to take the trash out.
Yeah, I didn't ask her to take the trash out. You know what I mean? So why are you mad that I didn't put a bag? She's mad I didn't do her job.
Wait, but wait. Here's the kicker in all this. He also said that he doesn't know to take the trash out unless I tell him.
Oh.
That's not what I said. I said,
Don't lie.
I said-
you
Dang,
did. You
John.
said tell me when to take
That's
the trash
crazy.
out.
I said, if you want me to take the trash out, just say it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just put it. Most people will say, yo,
All right.
the trash is right here. Take it out when you leave the house.
Or most people can look at it, and if it's full,
Oh.
they know that it's time to take the trash
Talk
out.
to him.
When I
He
look,
just tries
to
to use
him.
excuses and tiptoe around it.
it's crazy because when I look at the trash can, there's no bag in there. There's nothing in there.
And you
That's
can't
what
put a
happens.
bag
and
all
you
over.
don't know where the trash is at?
I
The
can't.
trash bag is
I
at?
can't. No, I didn't. I told her also to solve this problem, put a couple of trash bags at the bottom of the trash can so that I could just pick them up and
Hey,
do it.
And I told him, what happens when the trash bag busts? The one that was in there.
Shout out
and then you have a dirty. Who's gonna clean up the mess?
Nah, they don't have trash bags that don't bust. They don't make those anymore. Shout out to Hefty Trash Bags sponsoring the show.
There's a simple way to figure out this argument. Who thinks John is right? Oh, damn.
Oh, you got a couple. You got a couple.
I go back there. Who thinks Jess is right?
There you go.
There you go.
Sorry.
You are wrong, my friend. You will never be right.
Drops mic. I think my work here is done.
Drops the mic. Jessica Flowers, everybody. Drops the mic on John.
We got a couple of attorneys in here. But D.O., what's up, man? All American. D.O.,
you want to come up, man?
You got the mic. Don't act shy now.
Come on, man.
Don't act shy.
You was talking a lot of trash when I walked in.
Bring your ass on. Where the baby go? Baby just
Yeah, sure. Please, it's encouraged.
Yo, where'd the baby go? Is Boss Baby? We just got up and walked away. Oh,
Boss Baby.
Oh, I see. Cute baby.
Stewie from Family Guy.
Stewie?
Y'all, hello? Can you hear me? Y'all know I ain't started drinking until I came to West Virginia.
So we all say.
So those of you who don't know Damian Owens, All-American, Hall of Fame, West Virginia basketball player. I didn't know you play with Brent?
Huh?
You play?
Nah, he played with me.
Oh, damn. Let's go. Talk to him.
He played with me.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Nah, I'm joking, Brent. I'm joking.
Yeah, he wants the office besides my, but right next to mine, all right?
But let's do this for a minute because we haven't done this yet. Let's give it up for John Flowers and Kevin Jones for hosting this event. Let's give it up for them.
Appreciate that, man.
And our lovely co-host Ash.
Thanks. Thanks.
And Ashley, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She only has one name. It's okay.
It's okay. I'm short. You probably can't see me down here.
Uh-huh.
I said you probably can't see me down here. I'm so short. That's what it is.
Everybody sees you, but yeah. What's up, man? What do you want to ask me, man?
Nah, man, we just.
So
again.
One day. Dave might get fired tonight.
He might. I don't know. But yeah,
There's
man.
a big chance Dave might get fired tonight.
We just want to.
What they was laughing at, I'm going to tell y'all what they was laughing at. When I walked in, I walked across that little bar right there. All these dudes was taller than me. And I was like, God damn, I thought I was kind of tall. But they way taller than me. And then they want me to play tomorrow? I'm like, who I'm supposed to be checking?
Who'd you say you wanted to go at tomorrow? Who you told me you wanted to go out on the phone?
I said I'm going to Deshaun. Yeah, I'm going to Deshaun.
Why Deshaun?
Huh? I don't know. I'm 40, man. I'm 40, so.
He wanted to go at Deshaun Butler.
Hey, Dave, what years did you play here?
94 through 98.
Okay. It's kind of different time back then?
Huh?
Kind of different time back then?
It was a little different. I think y'all played in the Big 12.
We played in Big East.
Big East.
Yeah, Big East.
And we was the first team to go to the Big East.
Okay. Yeah.
So we was the first ones to go. KJ will tell you, we was the first ones to go to the Big East.
Okay.
So when we left, we was in the A-10, the Atlantic 10.
Yeah.
And that was my first freshman year.
Okay.
And then we winded up going to the Big East, and that's when we was playing like Allen Iverson, Ray Allen,
tough.
and all them.
Damn.
So yeah, so we won the most games for a new team.
What position did you play?
Small forward.
Small forward. So who were some of your matchups?
Ray Allen, Curry Kittles, Ruben Patterson, Tim Thomas.
So you ain't never have a night off. You ain't never have a night off.
Nah.
Did anybody cook you? Anybody give you buckets?
Nah, hell nah.
Come on, we gotta look this up. Somebody, you ain't telling the truth.
Look at that. I won Defensive Player of the Year my senior year.
Oh, for real? Oh, for real?
Yeah, I won Defensive Player of the Year my senior year.
Okay.
I shut them all down.
Hey, that's what's up.
I was supposed to win Defensive Player of the Year, but I got robbed. You guys remember that? Guess not.
Only John remembers that.
KJ is supposed to win was it Player of the Year?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all remember that though, huh? That's crazy. That's crazy. I lost to Rick Jackson. He played for Syracuse, and they just sat in the zone.
We played against all of them. Matter of fact, we played against, remember Otis Hill, who was in Syracuse? Ray Allen. All of them, yeah.
Dang, I'm gonna start sounding
Richard
like
Hamilton, yeah.
I'm gonna start sounding like you in a little bit. Yeah, I remember when you used to play. Man. Play Rick and them down in down the 54th Street down.
I got to give credit where credit due because when we played Syracuse, Brent Solheim actually had to check Otis Hill. Because he was a bigger guy than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he had to actually check him. He did all right.
Just all right?
Yeah, he asked for a little bit of help defense.
Everybody need a little bit of help.
Everybody need a little help. Except me, you know what I'm saying? I used to slide them things, 6'7".
Way to pat yourself on the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Herbie Brooks is in the building.
Yeah.
It's been coming to the alumni game for the past 5 years since it started. Big supporter.
Hey, Damian, who was your coach at the time?
Gail Catlett.
Gail Catlett. So how was his coach? Because I hear a couple different stories about Gail Catlett. So how was his coaching style? How was your relationship with him? If you want to share that.
I'm not going to speak on that.
Huh?
I'm not going to speak on that.
You're not going to speak on that?
Not going to
He's pleading the fifth.
He's pleading. All right.
He's not the first.
We'll leave that. Yeah. You're not the.
On that.
All right. We'll leave that
I
alone.
would prefer to have Bob Huggins.
Oh yeah.
Say that.
I think you've been good on the ball.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
You was defensive player.
Yeah. But I'm not going to speak on that because let's just leave it at that.
So we'll talk about how was your experience your 4 years at WVU just as far as like campus and.
I loved it. I mean, if y'all don't mind me sharing something, I grew up in I grew up in an all-black neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know like Caucasian people until I came up here. So it was an experience for me, but when I came up here, they opened up their heart. And I was like, that's when I realized that people are people.
Yeah.
And they treated me like a son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
That's real.
And I didn't know at the time, but it was just, he'll tell you where I'm from.
Yeah.
Because he got a little bit more suburbanism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, John is really suburban for sure. John is very suburban. Yeah.
Then where I'm from.
I'm from the hood, man. Waldorf.
Very suburban.
He got a little bit more suburbanism.
You know
First thing I thought when I seen him.
You know what Waldorf
You're very suburban.
You know what Waldorf is?
I know what Waldorf. KJ been to my house. Oh yeah. And it ain't nothing but like African Americans, and I hate to say this.
KJ was scared?
Huh?
KJ was scared?
He was a little nervous. Can I raise my hand?
Nah, we're not taking questions right now.
No. This is why I came. I want you to stay.
Wow.
I just want to ask you something. That was it. You playing tomorrow?
I'm gonna try to, yeah.
He probably can't guard me. I'll give you 50, son.
I can't.
All right, put $1,000 on.
Put $1,000 on.
Put $1,000 on that.
Hold on. We're not talking to Baron Davis. This wasn't the plan. We're not talking to Baron Davis. But anyway. Look, listen.
This is good way.
Every ISO.
Huh?
Every ISO. I want all the smoke.
I'm not gonna check you. I'm already tell you that I ain't gonna check you. You like what, 33, 34?
I wish I was.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm 43. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that.
You think he look 33, 34?
Huh?
25, he just took him.
I'm sorry. I'm done with the show, but he gained like 60 pounds since I saw him last time.
Nigga shit, he can't guard you.
Yo, man, y'all hilarious.
Y'all
hilarious, man.
This is getting out of hand.
This just turned into a roast all of a sudden.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Who going with me and who going with him? Who going with me? Oh wow, nobody.
Oh wow, dang. All right.
I don't think they're paying attention.
Who going with him a cheesesteak?
Yeah, we got.
He trying to get you now. I got him. Don't worry about it.
No.
Yes, sir. But yeah, Dio, we thank you for coming up on the show.
Dio, appreciate it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I see you tomorrow.
I appreciate y'all doing that, man.
Yeah, no
Just
doubt.
keep doing it, man. But yeah.
No doubt.
Shout out to Damian Owens.
Flowers ain't from the hood.
He not from the hood, yeah. I try to tell him that every day, but you don't believe me.
Have you been there? Have you been there?
I know Waldorf.
Yeah, you ain't been there though. You wouldn't dare go down there to Waldorf. I don't blame you though, bro. I don't blame you.
Hey man, so we had a lot of guests on tonight. I don't know if we're gonna get Joe up here, man, because we kind of have the time limit.
Yeah, no, we kind of have to wrap it up.
Think we're gonna wrap it up?
It's been a fun time.
I
But
get the feeling Joe doesn't even want to come up here.
Joe, Alexander.
But he's not even listening.
Planet Earth to Joe.
You want to say, do
you want to come up and say hi for a couple seconds?
Want to bless the crowd? You don't have to.
My blonde brother.
He's like,
Please come up
I'm
here.
good, thanks.
We'll leave Joe alone. Joe needs a
Joe, yeah, we'll say.
Just thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here, though.
Round of applause for Joe. Give it up for Joe.
Get Herbie. I heard a request for Herbie.
Oh, Herbie Brooks, yeah.
Herbie
Where's
Brooks.
Herbie? Where is he? Probably
He
down.
said nah. He said don't want to.
he's good.
You in the
Nah,
cut?
don't want to.
All right, that's
Everybody
cool.
just wants to go to the
cool.
bar.
Everybody just wants to.
I don't
Everybody
blame
just
him.
want to drink. Herbie, come on up here. Come on, oh yeah.
Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah.
I need you to give me the scoop.
Come on, yeah.
But the key is not to make Joe do anything he doesn't want to do. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
What? Just let him do what he wants to
So
do.
if we say
That's it?
don't get 40 in the TBT tournament, he will do it.
yeah.
Okay.
He says.
All right.
He does what he says. That's the power of Superman. Superman Joe.
Yeah, I turned it on. You turned
Herbie
it back.
Brooks.
OG.
All-American Herbie Brooks from
Push it up there.
It was on now.
Yeah.
from Mullins, West Virginia.
Yeah.
How's everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Did a little basketball clinic down there and all
Yes,
that.
sir. How's it been going, man? Herbie, first of all, Herbie has been doing a wonderful job helping me put together the game in Beckley. Let's give him a round of applause for that, man. Because unlike Dave, if he didn't help me, then this would not be possible at all. You know what I mean? So thank you for that, man. How's it been going?
Absolutely. Everything's good, man.
Yeah.
I'm assistant basketball coach at Wyoming East under my son. He's head coach, and we just finished up that 3-week practice period in the summer, so get a little break
So
now.
you're
Get a
free
little
now.
break.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. How's the games been going? Like, how the people in Beckley seem excited about the games?
They're very excited, very excited. We got quite a few sponsors there, and I'm telling you, the gym, it's going to be a nice crowd. You're going to be surprised. I really think you're going to be. There's people in here I know have been to the Raleigh County Armory when it's been packed, and I really believe it's going to be a nice crowd.
That's cool.
Yeah, we have a huge fan base in the southern part of the state.
Yeah, and it's crazy because we never get to see these fans in these areas. Or they might not be able to venture down to Morgantown to see us play, but it's good to be able to go down there.
They do.
Oh yeah, she's from Beckley.
Of course they
Kathy.
do.
Yeah, she's the biggest supporter ever, man.
Exactly. Oh.
No questions
5
for
more
her.
minutes until Dave loses his job, so.
Dave keeps rushing us off the show, man. And he's an asshole.
Hey, hey, Herb, what does it mean for you to come back here and play in the alumni game and, talk with all the younger guys and, kind of get that experience? What does that mean for you?
Means a lot to me. It keeps me involved, and I appreciate you guys because y'all the ones that reached out to me 4, 5, 6 years ago. Come on back. I came to games, but when I met you guys and y'all were doing things, they've always invited me and had kept me a part of it, and I really appreciate it to get back involved closer with the younger guys, everybody here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up.
And do you have a hug story?
No, I don't have
You don't
any
have
of them.
no
I
hugs.
can't-
You don't have one.
Here's
Everybody
my
has
hug
one.
story, and it's nothing big or special, but it is to me, and it's a part of what's going on now with you younger guys. I had never met Coach Huggins, and always got tickets to games when I came back, and they were playing in Charleston, his first year, I'm pretty sure. And Coach Brown called up there. He said he'd give me tickets. He left them. First time I met Coach Huggins after the game, thanked Coach Brown. He said, "You ever met Hugs?" I said, "No." So he took me back there, introduced me after his news conference, and he's like, "I remember you, this and that." And he said, "You're like me. You're from Mid-State. We're Mountaineers. I want you former players involved." And since then, he has, and he's carried it and pushed it through these guys to keep us older guys involved, and I'm very thankful.
Dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So how many more years you think you got in the alumni game? I think Brent's on his last leg. He's on his way out. But like I say, like if y'all don't want to play no more, man, just come around. It's good to have y'all around. You know what I'm saying? Just hang out with you guys, hear the stories and stuff. So, what you got left in the tank, man?
I've been debating on the way up here.
Might not
Is it
play
game
tomorrow.
time decision?
If I want to just tell you, look, I'm not playing, but I want a uniform.
I feel that.
Going to have to evolve the game into some exhibition games. I talked to Fairmont State's alumni, and they want to play some exhibition games. So I think it's a good idea to just travel around the state and just play some exhibition games with our alumni. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Sure.
So that'd be cool. Definitely gonna need your help with that, Herbie.
I'm here anytime you need me. You know that.
All right, my man. You don't want to stay on the podcast, man?
Goodbye. Herbie Brooks, thank you guys. Thank all of you guys.
OG Herbie Brooks.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, Herbie, I wanted you to stay on, man. We talk about everything, a lot of different things, like with relationship advice. Is it okay to look? You know what I mean?
So is it okay to look? It's never okay. Even when they say it's
not okay to look. Just looking. Okay. Ash, what do you think? You're a female. Would you be mad if your boyfriend looked at other females?
Often?
What do you mean often?
Like every time a girl walked by, if he looked?
I mean, sometimes there's no need to look at a girl when she walks by. So it's not going to happen all the time, you know what I mean? But if something crazy walk by, like, it's okay.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure, because I can respect that. She looks good.
Yeah, both
right?
Both going to look
Absolutely.
Good. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, too.
Let's wrap it up before it gets too crazy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my God. Did he just put on outro music?
Yeah, he just.
That just happened?
Before we even wrapped it up.
Wow.
Shout out to Keglers for allowing us to have a live podcast here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for listening. Appreciate it. Hopefully we could do it again.
Yeah, this is cool. This is our second live podcast. We'll probably schedule another one before we all get out of here.
For sure.
Right? So,
this is fun.
So if you're not, please subscribe to the Final Fourcast on anywhere you can listen to a podcast. We talk about a bunch of stuff. You can get shirts and merchandise online somewhere.
We don't know. We don't have our stuff together yet.
We have some here for sale. If you guys want some Final Fourcast shirts.
I think they'll be at the game tomorrow, too.
They'll be at the game tomorrow. A lot of stuff will be at the game tomorrow. Nice. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out. I'm your host, Kevin Jones.
Jay Flo.
And our lovely co-host, Ashley.
That's me.
And we are the Final Fourcast. Thank you.